Okay, originally, this is a true story. There was a woman named Mary or Martha Wise, and she poisoned her family. And her mother and aunt and uncle died. And other family members of her aunt and uncle, her cousins, got really sick. She poisoned the well. So in the book, I actually use the well and stuff like that, but it's a different character and a different name. But a lot of the events are true.
So
And
whatever.
so I asked him about that, and he told me a little bit about it. Then I asked other people, and it was just very interesting to me that this happened in Valley City. So that's why I turned that into my novel.
What time frame, what time period are we talking about when this event occurred?
Early 1800s. She was convicted in like 1823, I believe, around that time, 1820 something. She was sent to prison.
Is that where the whole premise, where the witch thing started? Did that stem from what she did, that heinous act, or did that just come from something else?
Yes. Actually, there was an old timer that talked about it, and he called her an old bitch. Nobody wanted. They let her out of prison after many years, and she came back here, and he said she had no place to go. Nobody wanted the old bitch, and she went back, and they took her back into prison, and she lived out her life. She lived out her life in prison. So I instead of a bitch, she's a witch.
A little bit more of a simplified legal process back then, huh? All
Yeah.
right, we'll take her back. What the hell? We got room, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's really a strange story, and it was only like when I looked it up on the web, I found a page and a half, 2-page article about it. So I took that and made a novel out.
Wow.
Wow.
That takes some creativity and imagination.
It did, and at first it was tough. I really thought it'd be easy, and I took off with it, and I didn't like it, so I stopped, and then I started working on other things, writing. I actually wrote a children's book, and I'm looking for an illustrator for that in between. And then I went back, and I couldn't find an agent, and that's why I went to that seminar in Medina about finding an agent or self-publishing. So then I got back into it. I started from the beginning and changed everything, and it just flowed, and it was just, I just couldn't stop. It kept going and going, and my son is my editor, and through his critiques and direction and advice, I pushed through and ended up with a novel. I could have kept going too. There was more I wanted to put in, but then I wanted to make it short and sweet and finish things up. So that's what I did.
And I did notice that it is on Amazon.
Yes.
And do you want me to read the synopsis on Amazon? Would that be helpful for our viewers, or no? Are you okay with me reading that?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Okay, hold on one second. The Witch of the Valley. In the early 1900s, an evil witch terrorizes the community of Valley Center, Ohio. Strange phenomenon continue to happen long after her demise. Later, 3 young boys hear all about the old witch from 2 of their grandfathers. They make up stories to scare the other kids. Everything bad that happens in the valley is attributed to the witch by the boys. 2 of the boys swear a blood brother oath to get even with the entity they call the witch, who they blame for killing one of their grandfathers. As they grow up, they figure out that the entity is an evil spirit. But how can you fight a spirit? When they grow up, they figure out a way.